Hello, this is Dave Sugarbaker, and today is September 17th, 2023, and I have two very short proverbs from, guess where, Proverbs, and the first is this: he that is slow to wrath is of great understanding. And the second proverb for today is: the beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom. Though it cost all that you have, get understanding. So that's the biblical resource for today. A graduate student did a research project with third graders, and he asked the third graders in this class to finish the sentence, "I wish my teacher understood," and he got some amazing responses. These were some of the responses. "I wish my teacher understood. My dad is in jail and I haven't seen him in years." Boy, that's important for the teacher to know. Another one: "I wish my teacher understood. I don't always eat dinner because my mom works and I don't know how to work the stove." Another one: "I wish my teacher understood. My sister sleeps in the same bed as me, and sometimes she wets the bed, and that's why I smell funny." Another one: "I wish my teacher understood. I don't always have sneakers for gym class because my brother and I share one pair." And the last one: "I wish my teacher understood. I like coming to school because it's quiet here, unlike my house with all the yelling." I wish this isn't one of the answers that the kids gave, but this is what it seems to me to be saying. I wish my teacher understood what my world looks like. I did a lot of work with my 4,000 plus wedding couples over the years about how they go about disagreeing. I would ask some supposedly innocent questions about their process of handling difference. And since two unique human beings are always involved, there's always difference, whether it's Democrat, Republican, introvert, extrovert, verbal, nonverbal, rational, feelings. Two thinkings and feelings are two different ballparks. A very few individuals assumed that marriage was a kind of mind merge, and the two would literally become one, and they would then have all the same opinions, all the same preferences. And despite that expectation, that never happened. Even after the marriage ceremony, there were two very different individuals who continued to exist in the marriage. And then they had to discover the challenging reality of difference. One of my innocent questions was, do you have any reoccurring disagreements? Does the same topic come up again and again? And people who answered yes usually found themselves in a situation where, as they were ending round 122, because of the way it ends, they're setting themselves up for round 123. Because someone walked away, someone or both of them walked away saying under their breath, "But you still don't understand. You still think I'm stupid, wrong, or crazy from my perspective, and I'm not." What I discovered is that most of us don't need our significant others to agree with us. We need them to understand that our way of doing things or seeing things isn't defective. It's just a difference. What we can't stand is to be written off as stupid, wrong, or crazy. Remember that kid that wrote, "I sometimes don't get dinner because I don't know how to make the stove work"? I'm so glad that at Camp Discovery, that camp that I run in the summertime, at Camp Discovery, we had a cooking class for the older kids. We had another cooking class, different content for the younger kids. And we taught the kids, every single one of them, how to be safe using a sharp knife when working with preparing food. The other thing, first on the list, was how not to contaminate what you're going to eat. And that process is wash your hands. How many times? As many times as necessary. So anyway, we did do that for our kids in terms of giving them some food preparation skills. Elaine and I watch a PBS show called Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates Jr. And I like Dr. Gates because he is a really good listener. If you step back and you just look at how Dr. Gates interacts with the people he's interviewing, he uses a lot of encouraging words, or they're not really words, they're kind of sound gestures, stuff like, yeah, me too. Stuff that you don't often hear on TV from professional interviewers, but Dr. Gates listens well. And by being a good listener, he communicates that he understands. Now, I had a parishioner at one of my churches today say, those are the same things my husband says to me when he's not listening to me at all. Well, there you go. It's possible, I guess, to use any response, either to listen or to not listen. But Dr. Gates obviously does a good job of communicating that he understands. He listens and then he understands. The Sermon on the Mount has a saying, a teaching from Jesus about how to pray. And Jesus contrasts the way he wants his followers to pray with the ostentatious prayer. And he says that the ostentatious prayer, who prays in the synagogue and on the street corners, he has his reward. And his reward is he gets a reputation as a spiffy prayer. But he's not addressing God, and he doesn't get a response from God. But Jesus says, whenever you pray, go into your room and shut the door and pray to your Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. Another translation says, God who sees in secret will respond to you. So if you pray in secret, what's your reward? Do you get that Amana side-by-side refrigerator freezer combo that you've been lusting after? Well, no. Remember Janis Joplin singing, "Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?" Well, you're not going to get that either. That's not the reward for praying in secret. The reward from personal, private prayer is that you will have a God who listens and understands. God may not give you what you want. God's not Santa Claus. But what you get out of earnest prayer is understanding. I can hear God going, oh yeah. Now, God bless. If you find value in this thing, pass it along. I'd appreciate it very much. And take care, and I'll see you soon.